Hey everybody out there, the CW Source on the set of One Tree Hill, and I'm sitting with guess who? James Lafferty. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good to hear. Nice to meet you too. Now, it's going to be 4 years later, right? And what we saw was you were going off to reinvigorate your basketball career, as it will. What's happened now after 4 years? How's Nathan in the basketball?
Well, Nathan sort of went to a small college and played for his old high school coach, Whitey Durham, and had a great couple years, and then ended up going to play Division I basketball. Had a great couple years there. And when we come back, it was just a couple months after he was drafted by the NBA.
Okay.
And he was about to go play, and he was actually celebrating one night with his friends at a bar, and he ends up getting in a fight. And messing up his back, so that when we see him, he's actually wheelchair bound and his dreams are kind of dashed.
Oh, wow.
He's been let go, and by the team, obviously, and he can't play. And he's sort of at a point in his life where he could rehab and get it back. He's not paralyzed forever or anything. It's just a matter of actually getting in there and putting the work in and getting better.
Right.
But he's so broken by the fact that his dreams were this close.
Right.
And then they just kind of went away, and he lost everything. And so it puts him in a really sort of, I guess, a volatile headspace.
How is that to play the more intense drama in sort of in a confined space or a broken space? I mean,
yeah, it's different. I mean, Nathan's always had this kind of angst that came from his precarious family life, and
right.
I think his relationship with Haley hasn't always been the greatest. It's had its ups and downs. So he's always had a certain amount of angst there that he's carried around with him. But this is a whole different story. This is sort of him giving up on life for a little bit. And it's really kind of tough sometimes to play, that intensity or to play that emotion. It can take its toll, but it's definitely rewarding when you get to see the finished product.
Right. Now, do you think maybe a parallel could be that Nathan follows in Dan's footsteps, whereas Lucas is following Keith's? Is that how we're going to see this play out?
A little bit. It's definitely going to go down that road. There's definitely going to be that threat. And we've only shot so many episodes so far, so I don't even really know where he's going to end up. But there's always that threat there for Nathan. There's always that sort of person inside of him that can let go and be less than what he is now. And if he does that, then he would certainly, follow in Dan's footsteps or something like that.
Actors only know what they've read on the script. What's a more exciting moment for you, when you get the script or when you see it on TV?
A more exciting moment for me, I would say, is probably when... That's a good question. I mean, I think for me it's hard to choose between the two, because really you're sort of... in one sense, you're getting to see the way that everything looks as opposed to the way that you pictured it, or the way that you really maybe wanted it to look or thought it was going to look. And in the other sense, you're actually figuring out what story you're going to play or what's going to actually happen to these characters that you've invested yourself in. Right. So they're both really exciting in those dynamics. I'd say it's almost impossible to choose.
It's a toss-up, right? Yeah.